Hi, welcome to Blade and Brush. I'm Mike, your wet shaver, back with another video. And today I'm doing another straight razor video. I've done one before on the channel, but I wanted to go ahead and show you the proper way to shave with a straight razor, because I just watched a rather excruciating video by Ohio Shaves. Pardon me, just adjusting my phone angle. So I just watched an excruciatingly painful to watch video from Ohio Shaves, which is a fellow wet shaver from Ohio who normally uses safety razors, and he decided to shave for the first time on video with a straight razor after having previously used shavettes. And unfortunately, he made some rather rookie mistakes that ended up leaving one side of his face all bloody. And I wanted to go ahead and do a refresher on the proper way to shave with a straight razor, because unfortunately, it's one of those tools that if you don't use it right, you're going to cut yourself badly. Maybe end up in the hospital or worse because you couldn't figure out how to use it. So this is something of a tutorial. I do have my Razor Rock Goat with my Astra Superior Platinum blade in it, just in case. But I'm going to go ahead and use a straight razor, which is the GBS straight razor with a wooden handle, or wooden scales as the term is called. And we're going to shave today with Scarlet Zone from Shannon's Soaps and Timeless Razors. This is a great scent made right here in Ohio, and we're going to go ahead and use that today. So I've gone ahead and filled my bowl with water, and now I'm going to go ahead and whip up the lather. I've got my Sterling Badger brush, gel tip, fan knot, butterscotch handle. So we're going to whip up a great lather with this today. So I got a phone call earlier today about noonish, and it's for one of the positions I applied for. Pay is pretty decent, as are the benefits. So I've got a second call scheduled for tomorrow, so wish me luck on that. Because, man, I do need a job. Like last year, I need a job. So it is a remote work position as too. It's for one of the universities that are rather popular. And while it does have an actual physical campus, it also has a lot of people who take classes remotely. So I will be, if I'm hired, I'll be working in administration, specifically in admissions. So wish me luck there. It's been a few days since I shaved. I haven't shaved since Friday. And today is Monday, Indigenous Peoples Day. Fuck Christopher Columbus, all right? He was a genocidal maniac, all right? And he wasn't even the guy who discovered America proper. He discovered the Caribbean, which is already inhabited, so somebody else discovered it before he did. No. If you're going to devote an entire day to an Italian, Amerigo Vespucci, okay? He's a guy for whom America was named. Seriously. I get wanting to have a day set aside for Italian pride, because much like the Irish, the Italians were also similarly looked down upon by the rest of Europe. And so when the Italians migrated here to the United States, they wanted representation. They also wanted something to be proud about, you know. It's like, hey, we're Italian. Well, what did Italians ever give us? Pasta. Yeah, but that was from the Chinese. Tomato sauce, derived from American fruits. We discovered America. No, you didn't, but okay, fine, whatever. America was named after us. All right, there you go. I'm being facetious, of course. And I hope that comes across. It's one of those days I got to make with the jokes. That was my Phoenix Cube. By the way, Phoenix Shaving is doing a contest going up until the 16th. You post your favorite memes, and the prize includes the full set of Clown Fruit, which is its upcoming fall release, along with some other nifty gear, so I've already entered. And really, all you have to do is register for an account at Phoenix Shaving. Click the link onto the contest, follow the instructions. It's that simple. So the contest started yesterday, which was the 12th of October. Goes until the 16th. I've generated some memes. One of them involving everyone's favorite candy that people love to hate, candy corn. I don't know why people hate on candy corn. All that corn syrupy confectionery goodness. Comes in a variety of colors and flavors. But oh well. Same people who hate on candy corn hate on pineapple on pizza, plebeians. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start the shave because we're already almost 8 minutes into this video and I haven't actually gotten around to it. So, yeah, so this is a proper way. You can also hold it like this, but I prefer two-handed. So this is the proper way you want to hold a straight razor, okay? And I'm going to start on the right side of my face, as is my habit. But this is how you want to start off. You want to make sure you've got the correct angle. Very light touch, no pressure. Now I'm going to switch up, because you absolutely should, okay? Do not try to shave with only one hand, okay? You're going to cut yourself. Switch up. You've got two hands for a reason. Again, no pressure. But that was Ohio Shave's first mistake. He tried to use his right hand to shave the left side of his face, and he wasn't holding the razor properly. It's like I think he was trying to go like this or whatever. I mean, I'll link to it in the video or in the description. So you can go ahead and take a look at it yourself and see where he went wrong. And he admits it himself, he wasn't holding it correctly. And, you know, it's his first time holding a straight razor. But, you know, this is one of those things you really need to watch a tutorial before you even get started. Because otherwise you're going to end up in a world of pain Yeah, because if you see the way the scales are, you see this little curved bit. That is the area where you want to rest your finger. This is how I hold it. I've tried holding it like this, and I get a little bit more control, but sometimes I just want more stability. I've got a couple of vintage safety razors. This one is stainless steel. And vintages were made of carbon steel. And therefore were much more prone to rust. And notice I'm taking a lot more time with this than I would with a safety razor. Because you really have to. Especially on any problem areas. Yeah, pay very close attention to your angle. Like I said, no pressure. I cannot emphasize that enough. And notice I am using the opposite hand for my neck. Because for me, the angle is a lot less awkward. All right, so I'm going to put this down for now. And I'm going to do my second pass with my safety razor because I just have never really learned to hold the razor at an angle such that I can do a cross the grain pass. And I do like to do 3 passes at least. But yeah, the one vintage I have is a Wüsthof. Yes, the same Wüsthof that makes those famous German kitchen knives. But they also used to do straight razors. And I bought it years ago on eBay. And it was shave ready. Got some uses out of it too. Problem is I failed to dry it one night properly, and so it ended up rusting. Particularly in the handle area. And so I'm going to have to get that poor thing restored. And then I've got a double duck razor. And the double ducks are basically unobtainium now. You're just not going to find one for under $600 or $700. When I bought mine, it was still $150. All right, so that's pass number 2 done. And now back to the GBS razor. Pay attention. Alright, so if you notice from my first pass, I was shaving with the grain, which on my face, on the lower half of my neck, goes up. So now we go against the grain. Again, pay very close attention to your angle and no pressure. And do switch up hands as needed. Because as I keep pointing out, when it comes to having a razor sharp blade against your skin, the last thing you want to do is have an awkward angle. A lot of guys are obsessed with the idea of using their right hand or their left hand, depending on which one they favor, to do the entirety of the face. And if you're one of those types who's able to do it, more power to you. But like I said, you have two hands for a reason. this area. It's a little bit too awkward for me to try and shave with my straight razor, so back to here. And just finish up with my safety. But yeah, do feel free to watch as many tutorials as you can for shaving with a straight razor, because safeties are fairly intuitive. But you need a truly steady hand. And a certain amount of skill to master the straight razor. And I actually started my shave journey with a shavette. Or maybe it was a barber's straight razor, which involved having a removable blade. Of course, I didn't realize that while the handle and scales were rust-proof, the blades themselves were not. And so what ended up happening was the blade rusted into the handle. And so in order for that to become cost-effective, I had to learn to remove the blade after every use and dry it off properly. Wow, that is an awesome shave. I have to hand it to the people at Shannon Soap and Timeless Razors. They know their craft. But yeah, I do not use my double duck straight razor. It is too valuable to risk ruining. My wood stuff I got for like maybe 50 bucks. But that double duck, man, it's too fancy. One of these days I'll show them both on the channel, just so you can get an idea of what they look like. Yeah, once you master a straight razor, then using a safety will be a piece of cake. In fact, the only reason I really stopped using a straight razor was because I had enlisted in the United States military back in 2001, and straight razors are a definite no-no. So, yeah, because during basic training, yeah, they're a no-go. So I ended up moving to cartridge razors for the next 15 years, and yeah, that was a painful time in my life that I would rather put behind me. But yeah, safeties, since I've moved to those, oh my God, it's been a phenomenal transformation in my shaving routine. All right, so that's it for our shave. So today has been the GBS razor. Along with, knock something over, Shannon Soap and Timeless Razor collaboration, Scarlet Zone. And of course, finished off the shave with my Razor Rock Goat loaded with an Astra Superior Platinum. So anyway, hope you enjoyed watching this. Please hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment below, hit the bell notification so that you never miss a video. And until next time, this is Mike for Blade and Brush, signing off.